walked into the cemetery and he spoke to the guards in Gaelic. And they just waved and winked at him as he walked on by. And he stood in the crowds with all the people as if he was one of their own. But as soon as he started talking in Irish, Michael began to throw. Well, he knew when to hold him, knew when to throw them, knew when to run, but he just walked away. And the Fenians started chasing him. There was 20 dozen or more. Michael stopped, had a wee look, threw a couple more. Well, he knew when to hold him, knew when to throw him, knew when to run, but he just walked away. And the Fenians started chasing him. There was no hedges or alleys, but it was Michael 3, Milltown 0, Chucky or Bally's. Well, he knew when to hold him, knew when to throw him, knew when to run, but he just walked away. And the Fenians started chasing him. Was no hedges or alleys, but it was Michael 3, Milltown 0, Chucky or Bally's.
By a lonely prison wall, I heard the young mother calling, Billy, they are taking you away. Well, you trod on Tonking's corn for our young and freedom to be born. Now the prison bus stands idle in the bay. Low lie the fields of Ballafy, where we love to watch our orange men go by. Our banners they will fly every 12th day of July, but it's lonely round the fields of Ballafy. By a lonely prison wall, I heard the young man calling. Well, nothing matters, Maggie, when we're free. Against Adams and Sinn Féin, we will fight, our rights we'll maintain. And you must raise my child with dignity. Low lie the fields of Ballafy, where we love to watch our orange men go by. Our banners they will fly every 12th day of July, but it's lonely round the fields of Ballafy. By a lonely prison wall, she watched the last star falling as the prison bus set off upon its way. She'll live, she'll hope and pray for her love in the cabaret, but it's lonely round the fields of Ballafy. Though lie the fields of Ballafy, where we love to watch our orange men go by. Our banners they will fly every it's lonely round the fields of Balnafie. Low lie in the fields of Balnafie, where we love to watch our orange men go by. Our banners they will fly every 12th day of July, but it's lonely round the fields of Balnafie. Yes, it's lonely in the fields of Balnafie. It's so lonely round the fields of Balnafie.
Gather round, my comrades, on this 1st of July morn, when Ulstermen are rightly proud of a land where they were born. I'll tell you of our volunteers and how it came to pass as they went to fight for England's cause, far away from old Belfast. It was in the dark, uncertain days of early World War I, when England's shores were threatened by the jackboot of the Hun. When England's cry for help was heard, we bid her not no fear. For across to Flanders fields we will send our Ulster volunteers. It was on a place they call the Somme on the 1st day of July, when 20,000 Ulstermen prepared to fight and die. Sure, they bravely charged through no man's land with the red and flying high, with the cry of no surrender, boys, all Ulster's battle cries. Now those Germans in their trenches deep could scarce believe they rise, when up and charged those Ulster men, and they heard their battle cries. What kind of men are those, they said, who would leave their native land just to die upon this battlefield? And what is that strange red hand? Now on and on they fought that day, where others feared to tread, and on the wire and in the mud they left behind their dead. But the only flag to fly that day behind those German lines was the old red hand of Ulster, with the shamrocks round her nine. Now those who lived came home again. What changes did they all find? For the counties that made Ulster up no longer numbered 9. 3 counties had been sold away by those they fought to save. Yes, this was England's gratitude for the sacrifice they made. So gather round, my comrades, on this 1st of July morn, when Ulstermen are rightly proud of a land where they were born. For they'll never more 'cause had an Englishman command.
Well, one of the youngest participants on D-Day was Jim Radford, a 15-year-old who'd signed up as a galley boy on the tug Empire Larch. His first voyage was from Poole to the coast of Normandy, where they came under heavy fire as they towed the block ships into place.
In the cold grey light of the 6th of June, in the year of 44, the Empire Larch sailed out from Poole to join with thousands more. The largest fleet the world had seen. We sailed in close array, and we set our course for Normandy at the dawning of the day. There was not one man in all our crew but knew what lay in store, for we had waited for that day through 5 long years of war. We knew that many would not return, but all our hearts were true, for we were bound for Normandy, where we had a job to do. Now the Empire Larch was a deep-sea tug with a crew of 33, and I was just a galley boy on my first trip to sea. I little thought when I left home of the dreadful sights I'd see, but I came to manhood on the day that I first saw Normandy. At Arromanches, off the beach of gold, 'neath the rocket's deadly glare, we towed our block ships into place, and we built a harbour there. Mid shot and shell we built it well, as history does agree, while brave men died in the swirling tide on the shores of Normandy. For every hero's name that's known, 1,000 died as well. On stakes and wires their bodies hung, rocked in the ocean swell. And many a mother wept that day for the sons they loved so well. Men who'd cracked a joke and catch the smoke as they stormed the gates of hell. As the years pass by, I can still recall the men I saw that day, who died upon that blood-soaked sand, where now sweet children play. And those of you who were on board